Elisa Lam was a 21-year-old Canadian college student who struggled with mental health issues, including bipolar disorder and depression. In January 2013, she traveled alone to California, eager to explore new places and take a break from her studies. She checked into the infamous Cecil Hotel in downtown Los Angeles, a location notorious for its connection to past crimes and eerie events. Elisa was last seen on January 31st, 2013. Her family, who had grown concerned after not hearing from her, reported her missing. The investigation began, but no solid leads emerged until hotel guests started complaining about unusual water pressure, odd-tasting water, and a foul smell. On February 19th, maintenance workers opened one of the rooftop water tanks and discovered Elisa's body floating inside. She was naked, with her clothes and personal items submerged nearby. The tank itself was difficult to access, requiring someone to climb a ladder, pass through locked doors, and lift a heavy lid. What made the case even more chilling was the elevator footage captured shortly before her disappearance. The video showed Elisa acting erratically, pressing multiple buttons, stepping in and out of the elevator, and gesturing wildly as if communicating with someone unseen. Her movements were unsettling, and the footage went viral, sparking countless theories. This is the video that was taken from the camera recordings. The autopsy ruled her death as accidental drowning, attributing her behavior to a possible manic episode exacerbated by her mental health issues. However, the case remains surrounded by questions. How did she access the locked rooftop? Why was the lid to the tank closed if she entered it on her own? And what triggered her behavior in the elevator? Elisa Lam's story continues to fascinate and terrify, inspiring countless documentaries, conspiracy theories, and even the Netflix series Crime Scene, The Vanishing at the Cecil Hotel. Meredith Kircher was a 21-year-old British student with a bright future ahead of her. In 2007, she moved to Perugia, Italy, to study at the University for Foreigners as part of an exchange program. She shared an apartment with Amanda Knox, an American student, and 2 Italian women. On November 1st, 2007, Meredith returned home after a night out with friends. The following day, her lifeless body was discovered in her bedroom. The scene was horrifying. Meredith had been stabbed multiple times, and there were signs of a violent struggle. The investigation quickly took an unexpected turn. Amanda Knox and her boyfriend, Raffaele Solisato, became suspects due to what police described as odd behavior during questioning. Amanda's statements were inconsistent, and her calm demeanor was interpreted as suspicious. Another suspect, Rudy Guide, was linked to the crime through DNA evidence. Guide claimed he was in the house, but denied killing Meredith. He was later convicted of her murder. Despite this, Amanda and Raphael were also convicted, only to be acquitted after several appeals due to insufficient evidence. The case drew international attention, with the media sensationalizing every detail. Was Amanda a manipulative killer, or was she wrongly accused due to cultural misunderstandings? The truth remains unclear, leaving Meredith's family without closure and the world divided over what really happened that fateful night. Betty Ann Sullivan was a 34-year-old woman living alone in a quiet New Jersey neighborhood after her divorce. She was described as kind-hearted but reserved, trying to rebuild her life. In the fall of 1989, neighbors began noticing strange occurrences. One evening, muffled screams and banging noises were heard from Betty's home, but no one thought to investigate. Days later, an overwhelming stench began emanating from the house. Police were called, and upon entering, they made a gruesome discovery. Betty Ann's body was found inside her closet, wrapped in a bloody sheet. She had been stabbed multiple times, and the brutality of the attack suggested it was personal. There were no signs of forced entry, leading investigators to believe Betty knew her killer. Suspicion fell on her ex-husband and a former boyfriend, but neither could be definitively tied to the crime. Betty's home showed signs of a struggle, with overturned furniture and broken items, yet no valuables were stolen. Despite efforts to solve the case, it went cold. To this day, the identity of her killer remains a mystery. Betty's murder continues to haunt the community, a chilling reminder of how violence can strike even in the most peaceful settings.